We're into the second week of June. We are well into the wet season as well as the hurricane season, but things are pretty quiet for now across the Atlantic as well as in the Caribbean. But we do have some rain clouds gathering at this time of the year. But it's set to be a rather wet July across many parts of the Caribbean, and we'll talk about that later on. Meanwhile, in terms of the rainfall that we've been seeing, most of it has been occurring across the hills, and that's simply because the rising air tends to bring all the rainfall along the hillsides, and then as it goes down the other side, it tends to be much drier as we get the air sinking, and that's likely to be the trend as we go through the next few days. We have basically here the ITCZ, the Intertropical Convergence Zone, lingering with a few tropical waves in there, and as they come by, they will likely get activated across the northern range of Trinidad and out towards the main ridge in Tobago. So there's where we will see most of the showers occurring, but there will be some bright spots possibly later on Wednesday, but then again as we come back on Thursday, we'll see some showers building as we go through the day. So across then in Tobago tonight, look for the cloudiness coming across from Roxburgh into Mason Hall, down towards Delaford and into Buku. Quite cloudy, quite damp at times, especially near the hillside. So if you're in Mason Hall, Patience Hill, Signal Hill, you will see some showers coming through as you go tonight and into tomorrow. Meanwhile, for Trinidad, also quite a damp start, especially down towards the southern areas, to Graiguari, Moruga, coming into Rio Claro as well. You notice a lot of the clouds beginning to build along that southern side of the northern range. That's where all of the winds, those moist winds, are coming through. And that will begin to bring a lot of the showers, some of them maybe turning thundery as you go towards the latter half of the day into the middle of the afternoon and then into the evening. Definitely for Rio Claro, San Fernando, also quite cloudy at times. The possibility of longer spells of showers here, and also the possibility of one or two of those turning thundery. The tropical wave which is coming through will likely still bring some of that ITCZ moisture through it as we go into Wednesday. So we're still keeping conditions damp, especially for Tobago on Wednesday. Maybe a bit of brightness on Thursday, but then it quickly clouds over as more showers are expected on Friday in Tobago. Similarly for Trinidad, we'll continue to see damp spots at least until midweek. A bit of a break, but more cloudiness there, maybe some dry Saharan air, and then we'll get some more showers by Friday. Now for mariners, you've got your high tide at 6 a.m. The next one will be at 7 p.m. But it will be the winds coming through. They will be changing direction as the ITCZ pushes through, going from the east, maybe shifting to the east-southeast as we get later on Tuesday. Now a reminder that it is the hurricane season. It is set to be an above average one, quite active, possibility of maybe up to 17 storms, but it's not the number of storms that is basically the concern. It's the fact that any one of those coming across Trinidad and Tobago or indeed the Caribbean islands could be something of concern, as it only takes one to make it a bad season. So across the Caribbean right now, in terms of the satellite pictures, the view from space is basically going to show us that we could be seeing some wetness as we get towards the Greater Antilles through June and August. Quite wet there, especially across Cuba into Jamaica and the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. Possibility there of us getting more mosquitoes breeding as we go through the next few days and definitely few months. But down towards the south, we're seeing a lot of more moisture, especially down towards the Windward Islands, through Barbados, into Grenada, all courtesy of the ITCZ. So we start our tour up in Havana, where they will be seeing a bit more brightness as they've seen over the last few days. 33 degrees Celsius, only an afternoon shower or two. Lots of brightness as well for Santo Domingo and Haiti. They're on the drier side of a trough. Meanwhile, towards the east, still picking up a bit of cloudiness from time to time, but overall it should be quite dry for the most part across the Leeward Islands. We do pick up the showers though further south. Grenada could see some thunderclouds developing, possibility of them maybe pushing as close as St. Vincent, and then down towards Guyana, those thunderclouds will be leaving them as they go through Tuesday, and they could be seeing some brightness come Wednesday. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.